Hi, welcome back. I'm Donna from Donna's Quilt Studio, and today I'm going to talk to you about the needles to use on your sewing machine when we come to do our patchwork and quilting. Needles can be very confusing. They do play an important role in the quality of our stitching for our patchwork. The first type of needle that we're going to talk about is the universal. Now this is a needle that you will all be familiar with, I'm sure, even though you're not familiar with the name. This is an all-purpose type needle, and it usually comes in a variety of sizes. The most popular size to use would be an 80. They are also available in a mixed packet, which is always good to have as a standby. So the sizes range from a 70 through to 80 and then to a 90. The 70 being the smallest eye of the needle and 90s obviously being the largest ones. The universal needle is a all-purpose needle and not really a specialty needle. So if we're having trouble with the thread, you may look at the type of needle that you're using. I suggest for applique and piecing to try an embroidery needle. Now these are nice and sharp and give you a nice quality stitch. 80s are always the average size to use, but this obviously depends on your type of thread. If your thread is shredding as you sew, you will need to take your needle a larger size, which will be a 90. Now, when you come to machine quilt, you will need to change your needle. Machine quilting is very hard on thread, and we have machine quilting needles available that will protect the thread as you're sewing through all the layers. The machine quilting needles are available in a mixed packet, and again, they're available in the small sizes, 75s, and the larger 90 needles. Most of the machine quilting I would use the 90 needle. The last type of needle that I'm going to show you is a top stitch. Now I'm finding these days that the top stitch number 90 needle is my needle of choice for machine quilting. That's because I use a lot of decorative thread and it just seems to go through the needle a lot easier. Right, so that's really it. I've kept it nice and simple and easy to follow. I know there's a lot of needles out there. We all have different sorts of needles that we prefer, but these are my 4 standby needles that I use for all my patchwork and quilting. So we have the universal, the embroidery for piecing or applique, machine quilting, and top stitch for quilting. So I hope that's made it all a little bit clearer as to the type of needles you should be using for your patchwork and quilting. Remember also that a needle won't last forever, and probably the best rule is about every 4 to 6 sewing hours. I always put a new needle in at the beginning of every new project that I start. Thank you for watching. Just remember that we've got other YouTube clips available, and we've got a website at www.donnasquiltstudio.co.nz, and also find us on Facebook. See you later.